So, Doom 64. The game I tried to play on the Nintendo 64 when I found it at a retro gaming store one day, and it was just way too dark to see anything. I tried adjusting settings and even the light in my room to the point where the only thing on was my N64 and the CRT I collected at the time. Fast forward to around 2019 to 2020, Doom 64 was to be brought to all modern platforms. I remember that Doom Eternal got delayed and so did Doom 64 along with it, and became a free pre-order bonus for Doom Eternal. The game also released standalone for $5, so I bought it on Nintendo Switch. I played through a little bit at the time, but the whole vibe of the game really just wasn't pulling me in. Skipping all the way to right now though, I decided for the March of Doom that I would finally play through the entire game. That includes secret levels, the fun levels, and the new expansion released with this version called the Lost Levels. First and foremost, before I start the video, I did not play with the original music. Doom's atmosphere to me is absolutely not the music they put in this game. So I turned the music all the way down, turned the environment brightness up to about 80%, and started blasting the original Doom soundtracks along with the 2016 and Dark Ages soundtrack on my computer. That made my experience so much more enjoyable, and if you haven't played Doom 64 because of that, well, there you go. Another thing to mention is that I did not play through this game with any walkthroughs up until about the very end, where I was just lapping around the map 30 times just to realize the solution was just really stupid. Stuff that just doesn't make sense is all over this game. With Doom 1993 and Doom 2, I didn't really run into this problem nearly as much. Also, I didn't find any secret levels. I went in after my playthrough and watched some videos on how to find the demon keys because I heard that you could do that, but most of them were so hidden that I would never ever find it on my own, and I actively looked for secrets. I guess I just suck at it. Alright, so the video is already sounding negative, and you may think I don't like this game. But I do. I promise. The super shotgun, while basically sharing the animation of the pump shotgun, which is pretty good, is very, very good. It might be the best version of all the other retro Doom games too. It absolutely shreds most of the enemies in this game and can sometimes take out more than one. The chain gun is my favorite version pre-trilogy. It looks better and has a purple muzzle flash because I guess why not. The fire rate is much quicker and the damage feels about the same. I honestly didn't really care though that the sound is the same as the pistol. The plasma gun is chunkier but shoots slower and overall feels better to me. The Unmaykr. Oh, I think it's pretty good even without upgrades, but this weapon gets much, much better. All the other weapons return and feel as good as they used to, and the rockets actually feel better to use in this game too. We have a few missing enemies in this game. The Revenue is gone, but lives on with this bullshit. The Spider Mastermind is gone as well, but has a good replacement. We'll talk about that later. The Chain Gunner is nowhere to be seen, and the curse of the Archvile has been ridden. All the other enemies are in the game, and they do look better. It's just that some of them are just copied, pasted, and recolored. Maybe it had something to do with hardware limitations, but they all function differently in how you'd expect. There's technically a new demon called the Nightmare Imp, which is just a purple hollowed version of the imp, and it shoots purple fireballs. I don't want to go through all the levels, but I do want to highlight some that I really enjoyed and some that I just absolutely hated. I will say for all the maps that they do look pretty good, maybe not my preferred art style, but there does seem to be more color range, and textures just overall look better. Most of them had some pretty creative ideas behind them as well. So this level is pretty aesthetically pleasing. There is a dark hallway that has a button that lets you turn on the lights in the room. There's a cool point in the level where you watch this thing open up the next section of the level for you. While at first seemed like a maze, became pretty straightforward. A lot of the levels felt like that, but much like previous and some other games, they always seem like mazes at first, while some really are. I do not like this level, mainly because of my first time playing through this. The entire level is filled with things that just don't make sense. Maybe that was the intention? The blue keycard is fine, but once you collect it, you go to this random ledge to lower a teleporter that brings you to the blue door. The red keycard is whatever, and there's a cool puzzle that gives you the plasma rifle if you complete it, but the yellow keycard is what really pisses me off. You enter this bright yellow room with 2 switches and a yellow keycard on a platform you need to lower. Okay, press the 2 buttons and... I thought that you had to trick the triggers or whatever, but no. What you do is exit the room and press this panel on the wall. Alright, yeah sure, that same light on the room is the same on the panel, but it's still really stupid. At least now I know, so the level feels much faster. Thankfully you get a good one after. A remake of Dead Simple from Doom 2, but much more difficult. It's smaller and more confined, and there are arrow traps. It was still really fun though. I love little maps like these, and it was very nice to have after Final Outpost. I guess there's nothing too special about this map, I just had a really good time clearing it. Pretty small, but multi-layered, and you get the BFG here, which I really enjoy using. I love this one for one reason, and one reason alone. The first time I picked up the Unmaykr. This one, though, seemed like the one the devs intended for you to get. The layout is a lot of fun too, and I just love the name. Bloodkeep sucks. This one sucks too. I hate the pain elementals and lost souls in this game. Oh, and it introduces the cyber demon for the first time too. At least it has a cool ending. Spawn feared too. This is where I realized I died without saving and I didn't want to go back and do level 17 again, so I lost my Unmaykr. This specific section in the level, I hate this. I hate this one so much. Ooh, I am so glad to get this one after the trifecta of shit. But this level was way too quick. It is extremely easy though. Thank you, Midway. This one has the Revenant trap too, but I love this level overall. It's also where I got my Unmaykr back. Yeah, it's another small one, but it has so many layers to it that it just feels big. I especially like how I found the Unmaykr on this map and made it hard for myself before realizing you basically glide in this game. This is one of the 3 secret demon key levels, and it's by far my favorite level to look at in this game. The way you get the demon key is cool. The entire space is just super foggy, but they execute the style of it so well while not sacrificing the atmosphere intended for this game. Don't play hectic. This one might get its own video. These are just some that I noted down. I did enjoy a large majority of these levels, and most of them were pretty straightforward. There are 32 total levels in the base game, 28 main levels, 3 secret demon key levels, 3 fun levels, and 1 super secret level. But the 2020 re-release actually included 7 new levels, bringing it up to 39 for $5. It's pretty good. Named the Lost Levels, you can unlock them by either beating the main game or completing Hectic. After Googling it, YouTubing it, and reading the Doom Wiki, The Lost Levels was developed by Night Dive Studios, and it was intended to connect the dots between Doom 64 and Doom 2016/Eternal, story-wise. I actually will do a separate video because this is just new content completely, and yes, I will include Hectic. I don't know if all of that is true. I do know that they said that they're continuing the story on the marketing page, so I hope I'm right. I want to talk about the demon keys real quick. While I enjoy the idea of it, my first playthrough was on Bring It On difficulty, and the boss fight felt almost impossible without them. So the endgame map, which was the original name for this game before they changed it to Doom 64, is the final boss called the Mother Demon. She is pretty cool, but in order to spawn her, you need to either flip 3 switches or kill a huge wave of enemies. I'm pretty sure it just throws every enemy at you, including pain elementals, and I died so much here. I eventually beat it, but I literally died after killing her. It still ended the game though. I did, however, go back and actually beat her without dying. The Mother Demon is very frantic and a real piece of shit. She fires a bunch of Revenant homing projectiles at you and rolls fire on the ground that will shoot you upwards if it hits you, and it's not easy to dodge. I did realize that hiding behind the buildings does help though. I love her design, and the ending of this game does feel kind of satisfying because you get the most N64 graphic ever with ending text. I had a good time with Doom 64, and does have some features that I do enjoy. I just wish I could play these weapons in Doom and Doom 2. Without GZ Doom. I don't even know if it exists, but if it does, let me know.